Okay, what is up, guys? So we released this new feature in Garen.ai, which will be super useful if you create a lot of ads or you're planning to run ads for your product. So this could be for your SaaS, for your agency, for any product or service. This new feature will save you probably 90% of the time that you would have spent creating ads. So let me just show you exactly what we released. So now in Garen AI, what you can do is you can copy and paste the ads that you find on other products or services on the meta ads library. So what this means is that you can go to meta ads library and you can just search up any brand that you're interested in. So typically you would probably just search for your competitors ads, and then what you can do is you can copy and paste the link. So you just go here, copy and paste the ad link, and then you can paste it directly into the Garen board. So the reason that this is very useful, or that it will save a lot of time, is typically like before this like new feature, what you would have to do is you would have to first download the video, then you would have to transcribe it, and then once you transcribe it, like if you wanted to create variations of that ad, you would have to either get the transcription and then paste it into ChatGPT, or use a bunch of other tools that like cost you a lot more money and could probably take you hours instead of like minutes. So essentially now in Garen, what you can do is you can just copy and paste the link and you will get the ad within the Garen board itself. So what I did is I just copy and pasted this one, but let me show you guys again like on a different like video ad. So this one here, it's running since September 11th. So you can just copy and paste this, and then you can paste it into Garen, and then here you will see that it has the entire video that is scraped. So the reason that this is like super powerful is that it's one click, copy and paste, and then it will transcribe the entire video. And essentially what you can do is you can just drag this onto the AI chat board, and then you can say get the transcript of meta ad. So this is just the node that is connected to this AI chat, and then you just click on send, and this will hopefully get the transcript of the ad. And it's like a two-step thing where first you want to get the transcript, and then second you just want to keep the structure and hook of the original video, but you want to use your own brand information. So you can see that the response, what it did is that it went through the meta ad that you copied in, or the one that I copied in, and then you can see the entire video ad here. So you can see that in the hook, they mentioned, hey, agency owners and B2B companies pulling in more than 5K a month. Quick question for you, right? So this is like just part one. Okay, so now that we have the transcript, step two is that we want to add our own brand information. So within Garen, there is a feature called brand assets, and within the brand assets, you can have all the information about your brand. So here you can see that I have this brand here, which is about Garen, right? So I have the brand voice, and then I also have the instructions. So this is like if you want like custom instructions for how the AI should respond, but for this one I just left it blank. But like the most important thing is that you want your brand information plus the brand voice. So we can just add this node here, and you can see that it's been added to the node, and I will drag it over here and connect these nodes. So now that we have the original ad plus our brand information, this means that the response that the AI chat generates will actually be highly relevant, which is very important. And then the second part is that it will actually follow the structure that this ad that it's already running. So it will follow that structure. So this is like key, because like before this, you would be like kind of like shooting blind and kind of praying and hoping that your ad is profitable. But with this new like workflow, what you can do is you can just find ads that are already running for a long time, which means that they're either profitable or they're already working. And then you can use your own brand information to create ads that are based off of those winning ads. So this will save you a lot of money, and it will save you a lot of time, because you don't have to spend days or weeks like trying to find a winning ad. So now that we've connected these two nodes, what you can do is you can just create a prompt that says write a transcript for that is based of this and use Garen brand, right? So this is like the brand that I've connected, and I will send it. So hopefully this works. This is a new feature, so we're kind of working out the kinks. But yeah, like this is all you have to do, and it will create you a transcript. And then like the great thing is that you can like create variations very fast. So let's say you create like one and then you really like it. So what you can do is you can create more variations pretty quick within this chat. So you can see that it followed the same hook, right? So you can see that the original hook, it says, hey, agency owners and B2B companies pulling more than 5K a month, quick question for you. So this one here, it says, yo, content creators and brands making over 5K a month, can we talk about how broken your content workflow is? You're out here spending hours every week writing captions, designing thumbnails, scheduling posts across 7 different platforms, and half the time your content still flops. That's literally the definition of doing too much for mid results. So it kind of like paints the problem and then it goes into the solution. So it follows the exact structure that this video ad here follows, and we can be kind of like more confident that because this ad is like running and it's like kind of working already, then we can just like try this one and see how it works. And then like let's say I really like this, as I mentioned, you can create like 4 variations, and this is just a one-click button. So one other thing is that you can add your own prompts. So this one is just a default prompt where it will create 4 variations. So just like one click and just create variations. But yeah, like this generates, and like while you're waiting, you can always like go through the ad library and kind of like see other ads that you want to mirror off of. So yeah, like this typically takes around like 5 to 10 seconds. But after it's done, like you can see how here we have this generated, and then we can add it to our content schedule. So there is a little button here that's like a calendar, so you can just add it to your calendar. So schedule it, and this is saved for later, and I will show you guys like where it's saved right after this. So you can see that it created four more variations. So this is variation 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So probably what I would do is I would create 3 variations, but targeting different groups of people. So like maybe for one of them I would target content creators, and then for another one I would target founders, and then for another one I would target like gym people, right? So like you can target different people in your variations and kind of like find the winning group that kind of resonates with the ad. So that's like the entire thing. And then let's say I really like this, so I would just schedule it. We probably need to like fix this flow a little bit more because like it's confusing like when we need to schedule it. But yeah, like you just schedule it, and then it says content successfully scheduled. And then what you can do is you can go to the home page and click on content calendar, and this will show you all the content that is scheduled. So I guess if there is a dot, it will kind of show that there's something scheduled. So this is the ad that we saved, and then if you go to October 1st, this is the other ad that we saved. So yeah, like we probably need to fix this like UI UX a little bit more, but that's like the entire flow. So I'll just like go over again. So first is you find the ad, add your brand information, create it in the board, and then you want to schedule it on the content calendar. And then now you can create like a week or a month's worth of content all within this one flow, and you don't need like 10 different tools. You just need like this one tool, and it creates variations for your ads and your content. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or any issues. Support is in the bottom right, so just message them. They're online like pretty often. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.